just a little story. Like it was, I think so, my third week. Someone knocked it like on literally on my shoulder, and he said like, "Did you guys do the fire extinguishers?" I said yes, and I was in the shopping center. And he said like, "I got a little shop in Whirlpool. Can you have a look for me?" So he was a supplier of all the wooden floors and something. So I literally go for the 2 fire extinguishers. Then I won the client, all test and tag for them, exit lightings, first aid, and horse reels. So it's just like one of the opportunity with the uniform and stuff. So you have to be spot on that thing.
So Sukh, thank you for joining us today. You're from Gyms Test and Tag and Fire Safety and Welshpool, and you started in 2022, right at the start of 2022. And the reason why we got you on today is because Bev, who's the divisional manager for Test and Tag, said you got to speak to Sukh because he built a business from scratch using the pay-for-work guarantee method and does everything the right way and has put in a lot of work to build his business. And it'd be great to just get your insights and thoughts on how to do that. So maybe just talk a bit about first your early months in the Gyms Test and Tag division and how you went about building your client base.
So basically, I mean, like as you said, like I start like in February 2022, and I start with a 0 clients. So it was only the gyms leads and just the door knocking, which is helping me to start the business. But again, like you have to follow the process and trust the process. It's going to be slow building process, and you can make your clients and then you can fly on that one. That's all the people always say is like, yes, you just like be patient, you should be fine. But in the meantime, like leads, franchisor, they help you a lot. Even the local franchises, about like 20 franchises, but like 3 or 4 guys which lives nearby you or like work nearby you. So they are always helpful. So they even for the small jobs or something or on the bigger jobs, when they need help, they just call you. So you just have to be a bit of vocal. Just say like, mate, like I'm just a new one, need help. All the guys there, they are very helpful. And then hats off to Bev, like she helped me a lot. So the basic, I will go for the paperwork guarantee is like, that's another thing, which is like, like, oh, okay, like if you don't have any leads or any clients or you don't have any job, gym is there for the 6 months. So that means like, you have less mental pressure. You can go for the door knocking for every single client and just like talk to them. Mate, I'm the new franchisee in this area and I want to start it in this test and tag division and fire safety, so we can offer you any free jobs or something. Yes, so you can grow from there, to be honest.
Now, I want to ask you that specifically. So you mentioned door knocking, so let's just be clear for people. So basically you'd go around in your full uniform with some cards into all your local businesses in your area. And literally, as you just said then, you just literally, no pressure, just introduce yourself and what type of things. What else were you saying? Were you offering them a free inspection, or what were you sort of saying as part of that pitch?
Oh, yes. So, the very first week, then I realized like, if you don't gonna talk to the reception, the card is going in the bin. But if you say like, I want to speak to one of the manager or safety managers over there, then you can go inside. Or just I want to see the one of the manager for who's handling the workshop or the office, then you can say, this is the things we are offering. I start a new franchise in that particular area. If you need any help, any questions like any inspection or any visit, let me know. I will be very helpful on that one.
And then how did that receive? Like what sort of, was it mostly well received, or how did it sort of go? What was the percentage?
I would say 50 and 50. So
that's pretty good.
Why I'm saying 50 and 50, the 50% people, they think like, there is another liability, why someone is wasting our time. But that person who already have a few instructions from WorkSafe, so they know what we are talking about. That's what I mean to say is you have to find a person who is like dealing with all this paperwork, so they know what we are talking about. Otherwise, like people are, if we need it, we just call them.
Yeah.
So that's the key. Like you have to find the right person. You have to be very friendly behavior to the reception, so she can organize the person. Oh, yes, you can meet them. Otherwise, like they will say, oh, leave the card. I will pass on the card. They will call you. So
I think it's a really good point and a really valuable bit of advice you said, because most people might just get the card and think that's it. But as you said, they're just most likely going to just not tell anyone or chuck it in the bin or whatever. So you've got to get to that other person and you've got to be nice. Any tricks for getting to that other person? I know you mentioned a few things there, but was there anything else you did? Or
the only trick is like you have to be on your uniform. This is the trick. Like this is the brand. Like most of the people are really impressed with the gyms. So this is the very basic one. Like you don't think like what if the car is not fully branded or something. Your uniform is not fully clean, I would say as well. But if it is like neat and clean and you're door knocking, it's kind of, we're doing sales at that point. We are not doing any work at that time, just like a sales, pretty much sales. So all the sales people, you have to be representable. Then you will get a key. Okay, yes, you can get this client. just a little story. Like it was, I think so, my third week. Someone knocked it like on literally on my shoulder, and he said like, "Did you guys do the fire extinguishers?" I said yes, and I was in the shopping center. And he said like, "I got a little shop in Whirlpool. Can you have a look for me?" So he was a supplier of all the wooden floors and something. So I literally go for the 2 fire extinguishers. Then I won the client, all test and tag for them, exit lightings, first aid, and horse reels. So it's just like one of the opportunity with the uniform and stuff. So you have to be spot on that thing.
Yeah, and you have got to be proactive, as you said. I think that's the key. What you've done is you were proactive, and that strike rate you had was pretty good, actually. 50-50, that's actually pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. Again, like you have to be a bit of talkative. So happens like sometimes like when you distribute like 10, 15 cards and no one responding you properly. That's okay. Go to the next street.
Yes, because people might get down from that one. Sometimes they might get down if you have 2 or 3 in a row, knock you back, right? But you got to keep going.
Everyone got a bad day in the office. So you can't blame them like, they're not responding properly. Like, that's okay. There's sometimes all the people going from any personal issues at their home or something is happening in the workplace. So that's okay. Just go to the next door. End of story.
And how much work do you reckon you generated from that initial door knocking back in the day?
I would say I just come to the monthly one. So monthly at least and been 4 contracts door knocking. So you can definitely say like one job per week. But in the meantime, leads and another franchises and your franchise is there. So you can build up like that in the first 6 months pretty quicker. So I mean like there is a few weeks, not a few weeks, like quite a few weeks, which I use paperwork guarantee. I got on that scenario as well, like where I was like door knocking as well. They say it's like, don't touch our equipments. We don't need any free service. And I said like, we got an insured business, like we have insurance. If something happens, we can go through from insurance. And they say it's like, no, don't touch it. So I spoken to Bev and she said like, that's okay. Take the business card, put on the paperwork guarantee. We can go further. I mean, like, don't be disheartened. That was a motivative line as well for me. Like, don't be disheartened. Like, that's okay. So, I mean, just go to the next street and find another 10, 20 businesses for the day and speak to them, talk to them, and you can go further. There is no looking behind for that. Huh?
And then so that for your paperwork guarantee, you solely, was that the sole activity you did was just to go in the businesses, give the card, and then obviously you provide it on the form, or was there anything else you did a part of the paperwork guarantee?
Yes. So, I mean, like the guys who wants my free service, so I recorded, like I send all the reports and everything to the web, like I did the free service. Yep. And the guy is like, who is like not keen on that one. So I just took the business card, put it on my form. And definitely as soon as you put on the form, you have their email address as well. So make sure after every 6 months, or if it is a yearly one, send them just a friendly email like, mate, I just saw you 1 year before. Did you make your mind for test and tag? So it happens. So sometimes like, you want the new contract, just sending them one email. Because you already have business cards with you.
And I was going to say as well, how else have you built your business then? Referrals, you said other franchisees as well. What are some other tips that you can provide people?
I would say like take any lead very seriously. It should be like that you want to work for that one. Huh? Don't say like, just say over the phone, okay, with test and tag, like this tag is going to be a $5 or $6, side charges this much. Definitely go there and try to explain them like what is the whole process, like why we are doing it. So most of the time when you visit the site, as soon as you got a lead, 95% your lead is already confirmed. So you 99% you're gonna do the work for them.
Yeah, and how do you approach upselling with what you've been doing?
Okay, so the upselling is like really, really helpful. I mean, like you can't make enough money from anything. So upselling is like, take example, like, if any client is saying like, I just need a test and tag, that's okay, mate. Okay, just do the test and tag, finish the work. Just say like, these are the damages one or the fail items. If there is a repairable one, just repair it for them. Because if you want to upsell, give them something extra. So just say like, if there is a 10 fire extinguishers, just say like, I'm just going to charge for the 7 or 8, 2 is just for free, and you can upsell it. And again, exit lightings or any repairs you can sell immediately. So you have to be proactive. You have to be talkative on that one. We can do that one as well. So only the one person is handle your whole workplace and everything should be done.
Yeah, because is that something where you're going around when you do your, you're in there, are you just pointing that out to them, or they're talking to you, or how do you get them to start engaging with you about that other stuff?
Yes. Okay. So as soon as you got a contact person, like, like take example, like Phil is the workshop manager. and he is dealing with all the contractors for any maintenance or any compliances. So I know like Phil is the person. So okay, Phil, I'm done with my all electrical testing tank, and we found a few faulty ones. So what do you want? Should I give you the replacement, like even the few RCDs or power boards or extension leads? So most of the time they say it's like they already have in the workshop. It doesn't matter. So you can't upsell on that one where they have to generate the PO first and then these kind of stuff. But if there is a smaller business like a tradie and stuff, you can sell immediately. You have to put things in the ute. Oh, this is your extension lead is damaged. Oh, like I have to go to the Bunnings. No. Take it easy. I have already in the ute. Just sell it immediately. Like you bought it from $20 and you can sell it immediately for 30 or 35. And on top of that, there is a test as well. So you can easily make a money. So little things like you can generate a money on top of that. And again, like for the workshop things, so you have to say like, mate, like one person can handle everything. So you don't have to wait for more emails from any other companies as well. So one person is handling. So because like for the test and tag for workshop, we have to do after every 6 months. Fire safety is 6 months. So that person is getting 4 to 6 emails for all these compliances. So just like a one email can sort it out everything.
Yeah, and I was going to say, how long did it take you to build your business to where you're happy with it? How many months did you have to put in for it?
I would say year, definitely 1 year.
Yep.
Definitely 1 year, because as soon as the 1 year is done, you already have your repeated customers, and then you are still picking up the new work, which is mostly the leads after that. But again, like the few managers who left one of the company, they jump to another company, then they know, oh, we use that guy, so they directly call you over there. So it's just like a 1 year rotation. Patience is the key for this business for the very first year. As soon as the 1 year is done, you are flying after that. There is no point to looking back.
Yeah, but you've also, you put in all that hard work at the start doing what you've done. I think that's the key, is what we want to try and get across to people, is that if you put in the hard work like you've done, give it a bit of time and keep doing that hard work and follow the system, and it will pay off.
Yes, definitely. I mean, again, you have to follow the process and trust the process. These are the 2-3 lines I would definitely going to say, like, trust the process. If you got any few customers in a 1 month, it's going to be happen some months, like that leads are not going to be mature. But again, if you wait and patient, next month you're going to again like bounce back very quickly. So this is business. Like one lead is one opportunity. So one opportunity, it can be like $1,000 or it can be $10,000. So you have to follow the process and trust the process.
And how do you provide great customer service? Because you mentioned already some things that you do, but is there anything else from a customer service point of view to winning those jobs or converting that you do?
The basic thing is for the converting is, as soon as you got a lead, show up over there. Don't talk about anything like if someone is saying like we have to compare the quotes and stuff. Yep. Definitely explain the scenario, like we are expensive, why we are expensive from them. Like take example, like for me, I used to work for eSafe. Right now it's called as a Service FM. It is one of the test and tagging company, but they never do the leakage test. So the leakage test is like an extra 20 seconds for the test. But I mean, for me, like they easily says like they can hit 300 tags a day. But I said like when we jump in the gyms, we can easily hit like a 200 tags a day. And there is a reason, because we do the leakage test. So it's a full compliance. So these are the things I have to explain to the customer, like why we are doing like bit of slow from the another company, because we are doing the full test.
The leakage test. Yeah.
So there's a little thing. So you can easily convince the person, like, because in my previous company, like eSafe, we never start the equipment. But here, we're testing any grinder, we have to start it.
Yeah.
The leakage test. So it just gives another surety, like it is safe to use. So
and also, that's a great point, because we sometimes assume customers know what we know, right? So don't assume that the customer knows about leakage testing and the importance of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong on that one. I mean, like when we explain to the customer for the leakage test, most of the customers, they think, it doesn't matter. We just need a tag on that one. We just need a tag. But for me, like tag is not a thing. Like it's just a surety for the appliance. Like it's working well. It's working fine. It's safe to use. It's for the safety of the people as well. So these are the things like you have to be explained to the customer, like, mate, this is really important. So they at certain point they will get on that point. Okay, this is really important for the people.
No, that's a really, really good point. Now, is there anything else from a business point of view that you think other test and tag new franchisees should know that you've done? Maybe some bit of advice that you can give them, because you've explained some great stuff from a words of encouragement that if they follow the system, the rewards are there. But is there anything else that maybe would have helped you know when you first started out?
Yes. I mean, like it is really, really helpful if I belong to Indian community. Definitely socialize like in many ways, like sports and stuff. So you can take your ute over there because like we are not in the territory, we can't sell our business. But if you wear the uniform or something, most of the small business franchises like bread roaster or any bakery stuff, or they will come back to you, or they as soon as they will saw you, okay, you doing this thing, this business as well. Oh yes, so someone can approach you very easily. Definitely socialize on Saturday or Sundays, like on the social groups.
That's great. It's a great bit of advice. It sounds simple, but it does work. So it's a really good thing you're saying.
Because like when I jumped on Jim's Test and Tag, I used to play cricket. So that's what I have done. Like on that particular days, like on Saturday, we have a game. So I just take my ute and wear my uniform and that's it. So as soon as the game start, we just like the come into tracksuits and stuff like on the white dress. And as soon as the game is over, I will back to the uniform again and go on and say hello and hi and bye and barbecue and stuff. When you literally doing the barbecue, like 15 and 30 or 35 people are sitting over there. And most of the are like I'm in 40s, so all the group is like literally in 35 to 40 or 45. Most of the people already start their own small business, so you can easily book.
Yep, no, it's a great point. And how busy are you at the moment after, let's say, two and a half years more almost?
I would say most of the days I'm busy. Most of the days, like it's pretty, like amazing. I would say like 85% I'm busy, but again, like that 15%, I haven't cleaned my ute. I haven't got a time to clean my ute. So why I'm saying that, like there is I think so 10 or 15 extension leads. I have to repair it, but haven't got a chance to repair it. You just like okay, next booking is there. So you're just running around, so you haven't got a time to repair it. So that's what I mean to say. So even if you're 10-15%, if you're free, you're still not free.
So I agree with you.
So I mean, like some months, like we never get a chance to go to a Mona, like where we get all the tags and stuff. Even a couple of franchises like who lives nearby, we ask them like, if you're going over there, can you get like extra 20 tags rolls from them? So we just collect from each other. So it happens for everyone.
Yep, that's really good advice. So thank you for your time today, Suk. We just wanted to get specifically on just talk about business advice, which is great because sometimes when people struggle at the start, they might lose confidence and all that sort of stuff. So it's great to hear your story and how persistent you've been and what you've done as well, and some good advice about getting past the gatekeepers at businesses as well. So we appreciate it today.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Suk. Thanks for your time, mate. Thank you for listening to the episode of the Gyms podcast. If you want to learn more about the Gyms Group, head to gyms.net or call us on 131 546 Australia or 0800 454 654 New Zealand. And if you did like the episode as well, please make sure you leave a review or a comment or a thumbs up or a comment on the video as well. We appreciate your support. And until next episode, we hope you have a great week.